Yeah, hi. A little earthquake watch. We are somewhere in the French Alps. If it just would turn. And there has been a few quakes. $10 ago. And the biggest 2.2. 1.7 and 1.8. So that's a brownish area here. In a way, brownish. Which might indicate that you would find some peat there too. And we have Waterveins. And all of the quakes are really close to Waterveins or on top of them. Furthermore, we have lakes. No glaciers here, but still lakes. So the question remains, where's the water coming from? Which is feeding those lakes? This might be artificial made. This one is not. There's a pile. Yeah, but it's really interesting. We have this watervein which goes through this lake and the quake. And also here. I'm really aware there might be a lot of snow there. We could check it. And there's warm weather coming in there in Europe and stuff is melting and these kind of things. It might be just an avalanche or whatever. Could be. But it's still really interesting that we have these waterways and lakes and all those quakes at the same place. Which indicates it might be not a coincidence after all. There's lakes everywhere you watch on top of mountains. This might be an artificial lake, or it got just made up nicely. Interesting landscape, after all. This doesn't seem to be a Google Earth glitch or something with this reddish color, since there's this green band going through it. Really interesting. And what's up with this pattern? Are these possible hexagonal shapes? This would be even more interesting. Haha. Yeah, I leave it here. And remember today when you're watching fireworks that it might be that these fireworks are also an homage to the goddess Venus, as is Santa Claus. Electrical discharge events in a massive scale. And also try to notice how like loud these things are when they explode. So now think about if you ever have welded by yourself or been in a place where welding is happening. It's a really loud process. So fireworks are loud because they explode, which is a really cool part because when there has happened these kind of really big electrical discharge events, it was an awful noise. It was so loud, and probably it was so loud that many people got deaf. They couldn't hear afterwards. So now, some lost their ability to hear. And if you lose your ability to hear, talking gets really difficult. And this might also explain why in the past there was this event when people all of a sudden didn't understood anymore each other. Because they were deaf from sounds of electrical discharge events, loud booms, and what have you. Like if you think about a thunderstorm lightning strike, if it hits close to you, it's a really loud bang, but it's a really short event. And if you scale it up, like these kinds of events, like much bigger and much longer lasting, it will be a hell of a sound. And yeah, this little thought about fireworks, and even though there's so many people who have a perfect ability to hear, there's nothing wrong physically with their ears, but still they don't want to hear. So even though we are digitally connected, maybe for the first time in history, who knows? But everyone is connected to everyone all the time. Still, they don't want to hear. Happy New Year. Thanks. Bye. Keep your dogs and cats safe from the bangs. They don't like it.